we got coming to the stage?
Make it plain, Pastor.
Make it plain. Hallelujah, Jesus. In the midst of all my trials and tribulations, I got a brother coming out straight out of Arab. Y'all give it up for my brother over here. Mud. Did I say that right?
Mondo.
Mondo. Blue wheat. Mondo. Woo!
Woo!
Y'all make some noise for Mondo.
Woo!
Alright, yeah. My name's Armando. Mondo for short. I'm Mexican. You know, Arab came from. Plus, I'm sorry for getting in the way. I'm sorry for getting in the way of pussy cooking. I'm not even sure what that means. I guess that means getting that shit wet. I don't know. Like, I messed up. I joke around with my friends, and I messed up the terminology once. I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna talk to this girl. I'm gonna get this girl. I'm gonna make her wet herself. And they were like, what? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make her wet herself. And they're like, you mean get that pussy wet? I was like, what did I say? Like, you just said you're gonna make her piss her pants. I don't know, man. Maybe. Just that good. Piss herself. Anyways, I wasn't planning on being here tonight, as y'all can tell, like, dressed up so nicely for you. Yeah, but thank you. I love myself so much, and I want people to like me too. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come in front of y'all, tell some jokes, and then maybe you'll still like me. We'll see how that goes. But that's why I'm on Twitter. I really like Twitter, just because I got like 200 people following me. I don't know if y'all know, that's a lot. I'm like an internet celebrity. People follow me at Mondo UNC. If you know you want to, also. So yeah, it's come up and it's been pretty handy. I was over at Borders the other day, and there was this little nerdy girl checking out. She was a little cashier, and she had a little Star Trek shirt on. She had some little nerdy framed glasses like mine. And so I was like, oh shit, you know, I'm buying this comic book. And you know, she's kind of a nerd, so I put my comic book up. And like, she's like, oh, you like this comic book author? I was like, yeah, you know I do. And, and she was like, oh, I like him too. I was like, yeah, I follow him on Twitter. She's like, oh, you follow him on Twitter? I follow him on Twitter too. I also follow this other guy. I was like, yeah, girl, you should follow me. And I gave her a little screen name. You know, that shit was tight. Anyways, the real problem with stand-up for me is I hate the sound of my voice. Like, I can't stand it. I hate when I have to make a voicemail and, like, hear myself and check it and stuff. I really hate the sound of it. It's, like, grating on my ears. I was watching some TV the other day, and they had that quit smoking commercial, you know, the one where the lady lost her voice and she got to talk like this. And I was so jealous of her. I was like, I wish I could smoke so much. I like my voice. Her and Stephen Hawking, you know, Stephen Hawking's got the little robot computer voice. I'm jealous of him, but not because he's a genius, you know, because he's got that robo voice. I'm like really upset it's about an iPhone. And I got like an app, I can talk like T-Pain, but I can't get that robot voice. That's messed up. I just want that voice. But I love how T-Pain's got his own app. Like hip-hop culture is invading all the mainstream, it's everywhere. Even my dad's like still in my CDs and still in my Wu-Tang CDs. And my little sister was telling me how she caught him at the ABC store the other day walking down the aisles going, Patron! Patron! He's like a 46-year-old Mexican retiree. It's so out of character. I didn't believe it, but then I was riding with him in the car the other day and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna call you mom. And so I was like, okay. And he's like, ring. What up, shorty? Mom? She answers that. I don't know. I guess she's used to it. My dad's going crazy in his old age. Thinks he's black, he's Mexican. But he's been out in the sun too long. Anyways, big surprise, I'm single. I've been, yeah, if you could tell by how these jokes are going, you wouldn't be surprised. So I've been trying to date around, date a couple girls, and it never lasts very long. I couldn't figure out why. And so I'm like looking back, dissecting, you know, what happened and stuff, and I just realized, like, all these girls are crazy. Like, all three of them. And, and not at once, just in like the last 2 years, I've dated 3 girls. I don't have that much game. You're lucky to have 3 of them. And so I was looking back, and it's like, man, they're all crazy. That's what it is. But then I started to think, you know, maybe I'm the thing that's the same. I mean, they were all with me. Maybe it's me. But that doesn't make sense, because both my shrinks think I'm awesome. So I don't believe it. It hit a pretty bad spot maybe like a couple months ago. I was on a Craigslist on those little personal ads they got, you know. That shit's all sketchy, and like I accidentally looked up the guys' ones, and there's like all these pictures of penises everywhere, because I was like, maybe gonna put up an ad like, hey, I'm a nice guy, I'll go buy you a drink or something. And so I was looking at the other ones to see what there was, just like a bunch of cocks on screen, like Chocolate or some shit. So I emailed a couple girls back though, and never heard from anyone. And so I was like, okay, whatever, at least no one knows that I did that, except for I'm telling everyone on stage. So no one knew, and then like a couple weeks later I get these emails. It's like, hey, what happened to you? I emailed you back from Craigslist. And I'm reading it, and it's like, yeah, I got your reply, and I emailed you back. And as soon as I read that, I'm like checking my spam filter, looking for that lost email. And I keep reading, and it's like, yeah, I guess you're a faggot, because you never emailed me back. And I was like, whoa, I might have missed it, but that doesn't mean I'm gay. It's like, the rest of the email's like, you're a faggot, and I don't think you really want women, I think you want dudes and stuff. And it was like, but if you go to my profile for $2.99, you can see more photos of me, and we can have a relationship as long as you're willing to pay. And it's like, wait, so you called me gay, and then you want me to pay money to date you? I just don't get that advertising strategy. It's like taking all the fun out of the real life, where I just buy a girl drinks, and then she turns me down anyways. So, thank you. Y'all cared. Oh, I told these jokes at Jack Sprat, and they're just like, oh, whatever, fuck you. So my last story, I like to go out drinking, and the other night, me and my friends, we were out at Goodfellas, and we're wrapping up the night drinking, trying to figure out where we're going to go eat. And, we were going to go eat at Time Out, I guess, but we were standing outside trying to decide, and we're just sitting there talking, and we see this guy walk by, and he knocks over this parking cone. And so me and my friends, we're kind of assholes, and we just start yelling at him like, oh shit, not the parking cone. Oh, that parking cone had it coming to it. That parking cone fucking like did some bad shit. And then we're like yelling at him, and he's walking down the street, and his friend turns back and is like, y'all don't understand, there was a girl involved. And then we're just like, oh, okay. Well, there was a girl involved. Oh shit, that parking cone was just like that girl. That parking cone had it coming, just like that girl. And it's just like, how passive aggressive do you have to be to take out your frustration on a parking cone, right? Alright, that joke didn't do as well as I wanted. Fuck this mic stand.
Hey! Cheers!